Hey, this is Ash from Revolution Me, and the question of the day is, are you wasting mental energy? So our brain is a pretty amazing structure, and our capacity for storing information is infinite, but the amount of information we can work with at any one time is limited. If you think about this mental space as being a place where you can solve problems, you can plan your day, you can do mental arithmetic, you might have heard of this referred to as short-term memory or working memory. If you think of your brain like a computer, then your memory storage would be like the hard drive. You can just keep loading more and more information in there. But the amount of that information you can work with at one time, your working memory, would be like what you can see on your screen. There's only so much that's going to fit on that screen. And for most adults, the working memory is about 5 to 9 chunks of information. Give or take. It does vary from person to person, and it can even vary for ourselves depending on our physical state. If we're tired or stressed, then it's a bit harder for us to work with lots of material at once. 5 to 9 chunks seems like a lot, but it's amazing how quickly those spaces can get filled up with information. Imagine you're typing an email, and in one part of your mind, you're thinking about what to say in the email. But then another part of your mind, you might be thinking about what to have for dinner tonight. Or you might be thinking, what's the weather going to be on the weekend? And what am I going to do over Christmas this year? All of these different thoughts take up space. They fill up the chunks in your mind. If you were having a party where you could only invite 5 to 9 people, you'd be pretty discerning about who you choose to invite. And the same goes with your mind. If you can only think about so much at one time, are you focusing on things that are going to serve you, or are you focusing on things that are going to bring you stress or that are going to cause you unhappiness? What are you choosing to fill your 5 to 9 chunks with? The more we fill up our working memory, the more we fill up those 5 to 9 chunks, the more energy demanding it is. Our brain really does burn through the energy, and that's why even after sitting a 3-hour exam, you might not have been moving very much, but you feel exhausted because it's like your brain's just run a marathon. The more you fill up your working memory, the more energy demanding it's going to be, and the more tired you're going to feel at the end of the day. So I encourage you to think about, where are you putting your focus? Now, it's not up to me to tell you how you should use your 5 to 9 chunks. I can only speak from my experience, and I've noticed that when I worry about what other people think of me, or when I worry about things that are outside of my control, when I worry about what potentially could happen at upcoming events, or imagine situations that actually haven't come to pass, then I'm using a lot of mental energy unnecessarily, and I'm actually filling up those 5 to 9 chunks with anxiety, when in fact I could be using that mental space and focusing that on something that's actually going to serve me. Like being creative, thinking about ways that I can help others, thinking about ways that I can bring more happiness into the world. So I encourage you to take this opportunity to think about where you're putting your focus, and remember to use your mental energy wisely. Thanks for watching. Please check out my website, www.revolutionme.com.au. I'll see you next time.